Hello everyone, welcome to the Power Play with CJ. Just want to focus in on the rumors out of Buffalo that Jack Eichel wants out of there if they don't fire Danny Bylsma. His agents already come out, Peter Fish's already come out and report and shot down those rumors. But where there's smoke, there's fire. I blogged this a few weeks ago. I don't think Dan Bylsma is the best fit in Buffalo. I think the Sam Reinhart incident towards the end of the season and the fact that Eichel wasn't punished for the exact same thing. And I don't like the way they handled Reiner's punishment. I just think he's lost that room. And again, I'm an outsider. I'm not on that team at all, so I don't know the ins and outs. But it just seems like Disco Dan has lost this young Buffalo Sabres team. And I'm not saying bring back Lindy Ruff. Don't quote me on that. But there's got to be some shakeup to come. It's just that simple. And you can understand Eichel's frustrations with the Sabres. They've been. The big question is, why in his second year in the league did they not take a, big step forward? I'm not saying a quantum leap like the Leafs or like the guy Eichel will forever be linked to, Connor McDavid, Edmonton. But, why wasn't there more progress? A lot of it has to do with injuries, including the fact that Eichel missed, the first 20 games of the season. So that, or 21, whatever the fuck it was, games of the season, that kind of plays a role in it. But my speculation is Eichel will be in camp with the Sabres. Will play next year. I still think Bylsma will be back behind the bench in Buffalo next year. Does Bylsma last the end of the season? No. I don't think he does. I think they'll have a new coach going into next year or going into 2018, 2019, unless Buffalo makes a playoffs or whatever, and then Eichel will sign an extension then. I think he's going to be in Buffalo long term. I mean, I tweeted that this morning. The Bruins should sell the farm for him, but in actuality, he's not going anywhere. And if it does come down, right now he has no leverage. He has another year left on his entry level deal, and he can pull the I'm not going to re-sign deal. But they don't have to worry about re-signing him until next summer of 2018. And this threat of an offer sheet, I mean, come on. When was the last time we started, a legitimate big-time player offer sheeted? Vanek, speaking of the Buffalo Sabres. So, Dustin Penner. Obviously, Shea Weber has been worse, but for the most part, I mean, let's get real. So again, this is not an ideal set of circumstances for the Sabres, but right now, I think cooler heads are going to prevail. And, if this is a situation going into next, off season, where they're coming off another year without a playoff appearance, and Bylsma's still there, and Eichel hasn't signed a long-term extension, then it could get messy. But, I mean, we get a year before we can worry about that. I don't think he's going to hold this organization hostage. But I do think there's frustration with Bylsma with the organization, and quite frankly, there should be. And I think Sabres fans will agree on this. Why hasn't this team taken the steps forward that, other teams that have gone through this, rebuild, gotten all these high draft picks, and, what have you. And a lot of it has to do with the individual players. I mean, Eichel's always going to be compared to McDavid because they went 1 and 2 in the same draft. And then he's always going to be compared to Austin Matthews because they're both centers, U.S. development team, products of fucking USA hockey. But, and both those guys are currently in the playoffs. And obviously, Ike's team is nowhere near the playoffs here. So, and on an individual level, I can see that. On a team level, I can understand fans' frustrations with, and I'm sure the fans agree with Eichel to a certain degree that, what the, give me some fucking help, or else. So, again, I think he'll be in Buffalo for a long time, but this is a situation to keep an eye on, but it's not an urgent, pressing need to get panicked about if you're a Sabres fan. If I was a Buffalo fan right now, I'd just be more worried about how bad the New England Patriots are gonna, hand you your lunch 2 times next year. And thanks to Stephon Gilmore. Anyway, that's all I got in this episode of the Power Play with CJ. Stay tuned for episodes for the season and beyond. Later, guys.